Hello everybody and welcome to my new channel. This channel is called Pam's Motorhome News. I will be giving news all around Ireland and abroad in Europe. Any of the sources to these news I will put in the description below in the description box. Right, so Longford Council hears campervan parking under review. The practice of parking campervans overnight in car parks at scenic spots around the country is under review by Waterways Ireland, a recent meeting at Longford County Council has heard. The matter came to light when the issue of campervan parking at Glendara was raised when Waterways Ireland representatives spoke to the local authority. Glendara is one of 52 harbours controlled by Waterways Ireland on the Shannon. The issue was brought to the attention of the meeting by Councillor Seamus Butler, who said there is a significant issue with people parking campervans overnight. This is a problem between Easter and December. It can be difficult for people living in the area, some of whom are elderly or have poor health. Councillor Butler posed the question. It's a busy area. The council have provided the parking for people using the facilities in the area. Very often these places are jammed. Is there any way we could prevent this from happening? Can you advise how we could deal with this? In the response, Waterways Ireland Inspector Navigation said this is an issue we have identified over the last number of years across the island of Ireland. We are currently drafting a strategy covering motorhomes, camping and such activities across the Waterways Ireland site. It's in the final stage of draft. In 2024, we will be engaging with the local authorities across the country on how we roll out a strategy for car parks. So that sounds like that they might, put motorhome parking there in Longford. Toll roads to increase on 10 routes from January the 1st. Tolls on 10 routes around the country, including the M50 and Dublin Tunnel, are set to increase in the new year. From the 1st of January, most car tolls are increasing by 20% per January and heavy good vehicle tolls by 30 and 50% journey. On the M1, M7, M8, N6, N25 at Waterford and N18 Limerick Tunnel, the tolls for cars is up 20 cents to 2.30. On the M50 it is up 10 cents to 1.70, and on the M4 there is a 20 cent increase for cars to 3.40. Tolls for the Dublin Tunnel are to increase by €2 for cars at peak times, with Transport Infrastructure Ireland saying the move is aimed at preserving capacity for heavy good vehicles across Dublin Port. It said it was basing the increase on national rate of inflation that was recorded at the end of August, which is put at 6.3%. On the M50, toll prices are increasing by between 20 and 40 cents, depending on vehicle types and whether drivers use toll tags, video accounts or unregistered. For example, an unregistered car will pay $3.70, but the driver with a tag will pay $2.50. It will be the second increase in tolls in less than a year, after toll charges on most of the country national roads network was increased in July. Reacting to news of toll increases, the president of the Road Haulage Association said hauliers will now have to pay €7 per journey, which is far too expensive. For safety, we were asked to use motorways, but that's too dear. €7 per truck, and some trucks passing through the multiple tolls in a day. This will force hauliers to avoid the tolls as much as possible. It's far too expensive. Businessman jailed for 3 years over motorhome fraud. A County Down businessman who admitted defrauding more than $400,000 from 15 motorhome owners has been jailed for 3 years. He was the director of Motorhome Ireland Ltd. Many of his victims were elderly and vulnerable motorhome owners. The court heard he told his victims he would sell their motorhomes and deliver the proceeds of the sale to them or use their profits towards another motorhome. The sentencing comes after he entered guilty plea to 16 dishonesty offences committed between the 22nd of August 2005 and the 21st of August 2008. These included 14 counts of fraud by false representation and single charges of obtaining property by deception and concealing criminal property. In addition to the jail sentence, he was barred from being a director of any company for 10 years. It had a devastating effect. The judge said the chartered accountant employed to conduct a full audit of the company's finances found significant unexplained trading losses. Vehicles were being double financed. They were retaining money due to be paid to customers, retaining of deposits paid for motorhomes to the value of 179,000, and there was no payment of debts. The audit was also uncovered unexplained payments to directors, including a 51,000 withdrawal which was transferred to the defendant. The judge told the court he had a number of victim impact statements which evidenced the devastating effect of the frauds upon them. In each case, substantial sums of money were lost to them with no prospect of recompense, he said. He was interviewed on a number of times in 2009 but denied any wrongdoing, claiming he was not fully aware of company financial problems. The judge said there had clearly been a breach of the defendant's rights to have his case dealt with within a reasonable time, highlighting there were 14 years between his interview at the beginning of the legal process and the hearing. He said that the delay negated the serious aggravating factors of his previous conviction for fraud and obtaining properties by deception, adding that he was also decreased the final prison sentence in recognition of the significant delay. The judge added that there was also a mitigation in that he entered a guilty plea which was welcomed by the PPS and expressed remorse. North Wexford needs campervan site in time for the Fleadth Cheoil. With Fleadth Cheoil na hÉireann on its way to Wexford this year, 2024, Wexford County Council have said they would implement 3 campervan parks across the county. Councillor Fleadth Cheoil have called on the council to implement one of the campervan parks in North Wexford. Ireland has very little campervan facilities, especially in comparison to countries like France, where they have over 120 campervan sites across the country. There are currently no public campervan site in North Wexford, and there will be a huge demand for accommodation and further facilities. Over 500,000 people arrive in Wexford for the All-Ireland Fleadh in 2024. There are currently no public campervan sites in North Wexford, and there will be a huge demand for accommodation and further facilities when over 500,000 will arrive in Wexford for the All-Ireland Fleadh in 2024. We need a proper campervan park. There's lots of areas that have caravan parks like Cahor, Castletown and Ballymoney, but it's a very different thing. We need a motorhome park where someone can just drive into. They need an air. It's badly needed and they are huge benefits, but we don't have the facilities, said Councillor Fleadth Cheoil. The current plan is that 3 campervan sites will be implemented on the outskirts of Wexford town. There is a large community of people involved with the campervan Facebook pages, which indicates the demand and possibility of increase in tourism in more facilities if they were made available in the north of Wexford. And in other news, the I'm probably not saying this right now, Furlough Hotel in Mitchelstown have applied for 16 pitches underground. The hotel is in the Furlough Hotel, Ballinwillen, Mitchelstown, County Cork. Development description: construction to facilitate, accommodate 16 number campervan, motorhome parking bays and all associated site works. And the application has been received on November the 22nd, 2023, and the decision will be made in January sometime. So that's the news now, for now, until next month or until I get news again. I probably will do this monthly, but hopefully it was helpful to some people. I have my glasses on because I'm as blind as a bat. That's why I keep looking down. I have wicked bad eyesight. Hopefully you enjoyed this video and it was helpful to some people. We'll see how it goes. And thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe. Let me know in the comments below if you have news in your locations or anything that I could read out in the next video. So thank you very much from Pam's Motorhome News. Bye bye for now.